Hi everyone, it's time for today's video based on New York Times connection game. It's basically a game where you create four groups of four words from 16 given words. You have seen the thumbnail, so you know what the first group we are discussing is. Watch to the end of this video and I will also tell you the other three groups of four words, what each word means, and what they have in common. The following words are attached with adhesive, adhere. So, you adhere something. Now, the thing is that adhere is usually used more like in a legal sense or doing things like that. Like, I would like you to adhere to our rules, right? And so although adhesive means paste, but adhere usually we don't use, adhere as like a glue type thing. It maybe plays that function, but it's adhere usually it's more about adhere by my laws, adhere by the rules. You didn't adhere. So that's where you use adhere the most. So adhere could be like pasting or gluing, but it's more used in another sense. And then another one for attach and with adhesive is glue. Now glue is very commonly like paste, glue. You glue something, right? So, you glue a broken statue together. So that's glue. But then glue means it could be also sort of a, you're just glued to me. You just don't let me go. So to be glued to somebody or someone, stay glued to your monitor. We're gonna give you important news, right? So glue, to glue to something, like really pay attention. Stay glued to the situation, as in just don't lose touch. Stay consistently aware of it, right? That's glue. The next one attached with adhesive is paste. Now, paste is the same, but the thing about paste is that you don't usually you don't paste a broken thing. You usually glue that. So it's important to pay attention that you don't, but then when in a document, you don't cut and glue, you cut and paste, right? So these are different things. And paste could be also toothpaste, right? You use toothpaste, so that's also paste. Paste is usually that kind of a gel that has that kind of a gelatinian quality, right? That's that paste, toothpaste, or there could be paste for using for cooking and things like that. And the last one attached with adhesive is stick. Now, stick has got so many meanings, right? So to stick means, stick this to this piece of paper. Usually you can use glue this, but stick this, right? So, but then you can say stick by me. Don't go anywhere. Stick by me. Or when you're watching TV, you like stick around, we'll come back. Or, you're watching my YouTube video, stick around. You can say situation is sticky, as in it's not easy to get rid of something. It's sticky, it sticks to you. And then stick out is that you stick out, as in you are conspicuous. Anybody can see you from far. You stick out. And then stick up means like when it's an armed robbery, it's a stick up, when we're gonna take all your money, right? And then stick is, I made another video on it. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? Stick. So stick is that piece of wood, branch, or what a blind person would use to walk. That's a walking stick. And then, but then you can have a stick of gum, right? You chew a gum, that's a stick of gum, or stick of dynamite. So look, like I just told you, you can say cut and paste, but you can't say cut and stick. You can't say cut and glue. English has so many words. This is why English is confusing. This is why it's hard to learn English. This is why to complete and to keep going with English and to master English is not easy, because anything you learn, when you learn a regulation or something, or when you learn a rule, next thing you know, breaks that rule. And then most of the things you just have to learn. You have to, like as I said, you can't say cut and glue. You have to say cut and paste. It's just the way it is, right? Or you can't say I'm adhering this whatever statue. You have to say I am gluing it, right? So please, if English gets frustrated, you get frustrated with English. Just keep going, keep coming and watching my videos, keep learning. I've been at this for more than 40 years, and English is a beautiful, rich language, and your English is going to be better than the people who, the people who are born into it as a second language speaker, because they didn't really learn English. So you learn much more than Americans and the British and the Canadians. Hey there, friend. Nice to meet you. I am Hamid. Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video and are looking to take your English fluency and vocabulary to the next level, I've got something special for you. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching sessions tailored to your unique goals and interests. Whether you're focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or all around communication skills, I'm here to help you master English in a way that's fun and effective. Ready to elevate your English? Click on the link in the description below to book your session with me today. Let's embark on this journey to English mastery together. Don't forget to like, share, comment. So these are all published lines. Now, because this connections game is very tricky, they had the word copy so that you put copy and paste in the same group, but they're not in the same group. So copy means, copy is a published line. What's your copy? This is my copy. This is what I read. Can I see your copy? Can I see what you have written? That's copy. So copy is that, and that's why we have copyright, and stuff like that, because it's about that writing stuff. And then we have copy as in imitate. He's just a copycat. He's not the original criminal. Copycat, somebody who copies other people. You're just a copycat. You didn't even make this fashion statement yourself. You're copying. Copy, imitate. But then copy means, like in computers, it's copy and paste. You copy something, you take it from something and put it somewhere else, which is different from cut and paste, because when you cut, the thing doesn't exist anymore. You cut a piece of text and put it somewhere else, disappears in the first place, the original place. But then you copy, the original stays, and you have another copy of it. And then, can I get a copy of the latest Star Wars movie? Whatever, copy. So can I get a copy of something? So copy, that means a unit. Can I get a copy of, the book, this book? Can I get a copy of that song? So usually copy there goes with a media element, right? And then, but copying means that you're copying somebody, you are imitating them. Then the next one is published line, is a text, right? So text. You write a piece of text, copy. Now that's my copy. It's different from that's my text. Copy is like something like we could also use it for like sales. And can I see your copy? Is different from can I see text? Copy is more like organized and well done. Text is just a bunch of characters. That's text. And that's why we have textbook. And this is a textbook example. Bipolar behavior, textbook, as in it's something that it's very common, right? It's the typical thing. And of course, now we have texting. The word texting didn't exist before. Now texting means sending an instant message, usually SMS, right? Texting. And then We have things like texture, which is not connected, and texture means, the texture of this chair is like the fabric of it. Another for published lines is words. Words are published lines. You know, words, text, a text is composed of words. And words are, what I'm saying to you are words. But then we have an expression, can you give me your word? As in, can you promise you have my word? You have my promise. And then there's a thing that people do these days and say, word, as in who. So yeah. And then the next one, and of course, word, don't confuse it with world, WORLD, which is, the whole world. And the last one for published line is writing. This is my writing. Can I see your writing? Can I see your copy? So when you're writing, this is my writing. This is, and that's comes from the word write. And then write, of course, can be WRITE, and then can be RIGHT, which is a completely different thing, right? And so write, RIGHT, could be, left and right, or I have this right. Write means to write. And now we have things like playwright, which is WRIGHT, which is a combination of the both of them. But writing, and then we have an expression, writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall, as in something is obvious, it's very clear. You should see it. The writing is on the wall. And then we have things like a write-off. I think this car is a write-off. The accident was too much, too big. The car is a write-off, as in you can't fix it. It's a write-off. You just write it off. You can't just write me off, as in you can't just ignore me and eliminate me and throw me out. That's what write-off means. And then we can say write it up. Usually use that write it up. And write up means again to write. But we use the up a lot in English. So write it up. Show me. You can say write it or write it up. The next group of words are diamond quantities, diamond qualities. Carat. Now carat, CARAT, it just means, this is a 10 carat, whatever, diamond, or this is 8 carat. So carat is a measurement. Now, don't mistake it, carat, CARAT, with CARROT, carrot, which is that thing that Bugs Bunny chews on, right? The orange vegetable, if you will. So that's carrot, and this is carrot, very similar pronunciation. And then there's clarity. So the diamond has the clarity. Clarity means to be clear. What is the clarity of the situation for you? How clear is it? In terms of clarity, I don't really have that much clarity, as in I don't really know what's going on. So clarity comes from clear. And then diamond quality is color. Now color is, red, blue, green, that's a color. But I've talked about this before. Caller, as in longer, color. Caller. Caller means somebody who calls. Like, this is the third caller to our show. With caller. But the color, and so color, what I said, what it is. And the thing about color, it could be color. Color is this is color. So it could be blue color or white color. And blue color is working class, and white color is, professionals. But then color also means people who are not white race, they're colored. Somebody's colored, right? That means that they're Hispanic or they're black or something, African American. So that's color. And then we have expressions like color me surprised. That means like just think of me as surprised, or color me pink, or so we have that expression. The last one for diamond qualities is cut. And again, this connections game does this thing. So you put copy, paste, cut, all of them in the same group, but they're not in the same. Diamond quality is cut. So what's the cut on this diamond? Now, cut has so many meanings, right? Has so many common words. So cut is like, in its simplest form is to cut this piece of paper. But that's why we in movies like say cut, that was a scene that was like cut it. And then we have expression cut it out, as in stop it. And the one for is knock it off. But cut also could be your clothes of a certain cut, or like this shirt is of certain cut. If you have another, shirt, it's of another cut. You can even use cut for our humans. He's from another cut, as in he's cut from another fabric. He's different from others. So cut it out, and then cut off. This is the cutoff. You can't post anything else. You should have given your project. That was the cutoff. You passed the cutoff. And then cut up. Again, as I said, up is something that you can use with many things. Cut it up or cut it is the same thing, but you use cut up a lot. And of course, I've talked about this. Don't confuse cut with caught. I was caught in the middle of an argument, and that caught is the past tense of catch. Like I caught cold, I caught a cold, or I'm just all caught up, as in I'm updated. The last group is these are the words that come with A. So A-list. So A-list, somebody who's on A-list is like somebody who's very highly sought after. A-list Hollywood actor. Ben Affleck is an A-list Hollywood. Maybe you're Jack Nicholson or something. So it means a group of things in a list. And you put something in a list, give me a list of the things that, the foods that you really enjoy. Tiramisu, spaghetti, that's a list. So a list is a group of things, but then also it could be to list something. List me all the reasons I shouldn't fire you. To list and a list, a group or to list. But then we have an expression listless. You were being very listless, and listless means rest. The next one for A is A-okay. Everything is A-okay, as in everything is okay. And okay, we use okay all the time. Are you okay? Is everything okay? But then we have the verb okay. Did you okay this? Did the boss okay this? Which means did the boss give this green light, a go ahead? And then but you can be okay. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. They'll be okay, as in they're financially okay. How are you with your sickness? I'm okay now, right? So, okay. The next one is A plus. So plus means, plus, to add something. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus. On the plus side, on the positive side. So plus can be positive, can be adding on the plus side. So plus, you can have it in the expression, I went home, I had a milk plus I had jam plus, and then we have an expression when you go to a party, she's my plus one, because, where you invited as a guest, you have a plus one that you can bring somebody and they don't say who, that's your plus one. Okay. And then finally, rod, A-rod. I think A-rod is baseball player. Rod is like a pole, right? But also your eyes have rods. Rods are usually long things, right? And so, but you rod, like a pole, like something which is long. Yeah, that's a rod. Okay. I hope you learned something. I hope you come back tomorrow. Have a great